Don't provoke the Igbos. Nigeria didn't defeat the Igbos. It was a global alliance. Sultan of Sokoto warned Yoruba elders. This is coming up again. What is happening? That is why people said, let this country be divided. Because all this back and forth talk is not going to help. Rather, it's causing more division, more hatred, and more calamities in the land. What prompted this whole thing? Is it still all about a divide and rule? Because a lot of statements has been, credited to Sultan of Sokoto, and one thing is that the Sultan of Sokoto is not even coming out to debunk all of these things that, no, this is what I said, this is what I never said. Because most of all these words are just going out there causing problems here and there. That Igbo should not be provoked. What did he see? Why did he say so? Well, we are Yorubas and we are waiting for what? Okay, Igbos fight the war alone. My grandfather told us the story before he died. They are close to defend Nigeria army before the British involvement. 100%. I am sure this time around it cannot happen again. We must make sure we have a backup country, just like a Russia, North Korea, or China. And don't forget, the Igbos really in the recent, they don't even want to go into war with anybody. That's why they are calling for referendum, and that is why they are taking seriously, taking their businesses seriously. They don't want what happened then, because now we are even hearing that a lot of their things were being seized by, stolen by some people, whether in rivers all over the country, and they were given £20. And now these guys have really grown so big, when it comes to capital, when it comes to investment, when it comes to business, they have it. And that is why you can just imagine, because this statement, does it really mean that the Sultan of Sokoto, or they don't want them to go, or just to persuade them? That is why he's making this statement. Because like I said, when he said, oh, they should not be provoked, that the Nigerian government did not defeat them, it was a global alliance that made that war to go the way it went. So are they trying to buy them, to woo them, not to be thinking about the division and all of that? But it's a deceit. If really the Sultan of Sokoto, if really he said that, because of course a lot of people will believe, because with what is going on, the truth, it will not be far-fetched. So are they trying to woo the ego so that they will not be thinking of they will not be thinking of this separation and what have you? But in as much Nnamdi Kanu is still there, I don't think anything is going to be resolved. Even if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, I don't understand what they want to do with that guy. Why they are keeping him there, thinking that keeping him there or imprisoning him will bring the end of the Biafra. No, in as much these people are still being treated, badly, awkwardly, and you don't expect them to be happy. No, they will not be happy. So all these statements, whether to make them calm down, I don't think it's going to work. Of course, Igbos fight the war alone without the help of anybody. The Igbo today does not have an army. Point of correction, they are also foreign alliance helping the Igbos in that war. Okay, Wahala Sultan, who kept quiet throughout Buhari's atrocities, I no longer value his statements. My grandfather, named Ojemba, is one of the soldiers that started fighting civil war and fighting to the end of the war. He showed me many bullets injury on his body, and he started crying that they didn't even get Biafra, which he died in 2019. May he so rest in peace. Of course, if you really want to go by all those things that happen, you will not even no. You will not even want this country to continue. So whether this statement is just to woo the Igbos for them to forget about Biafra agitation, I don't understand.